I was born in a very rural environment, a little house on a farm in central Missouri in 1939. That was my environment. My big sister coming home, I'm not even going to school yet, and showing me my letters, teaching me how to read the clock. And I did literally learn to read by a kerosene lamp. We did not have electricity until we moved to the town.
I don't know anyone that's done more for the children in Oklahoma than Bob. I mean, his passion for children is unmatched.
Bob has this special way of talking to you and try to teach you something, but making you feel very at ease when he's doing it.
I ended up getting recruited for a job in Tulsa, Oklahoma with the Williams companies. My corporate career was very satisfying to me. I enjoyed being in a town the size of Tulsa. The city was really growing. They started looking at education. They became alarmed about dropouts. But reading the literature, I thought a lot about my own modest background. And what if I was growing up today? It was that experience and learning about it that got me into early childhood.
Harvey has been just a linchpin player. If you look at anything good that's happened for early childhood in Oklahoma, at some point you're going to see Bob Harbison's fingerprints on it.
Around 2005, John Rex introduced me to Bob Harbison. We had lunch. John Rex had been wanting for us to meet.
I was giving him my spiel on why I really supported early childhood.
Between Bob Harbison and John Rex, they convinced us that high-quality early education was the biggest payoff for our grant dollars.
I wasn't trying to introduce brand new things. I wanted to improve the tools that we had to work at early childhood. And I still feel that way.
If it weren't for him, chances are it never would have happened. It took private sector people, the Bob Harbisons of the world, of Oklahoma, who would lead the way and inform public people like me what it was all about. And that's the strength of a man like Bob Harbison.
You know, I think Bob is a caretaker at heart. He really has taken it upon himself to have this entire secondary career as a volunteer on behalf of children and families, and really has seen himself in that caretaker role. How can I plan a future in Oklahoma for families that I probably will never meet?
And let me tell you, there's a lot of people out there right now that think they are detail-oriented. You're not detail-oriented when you're compared to Bob. Bob knows everything about this whole process. Bob somehow has more than 24 hours in a day.
Bob Harbison's legacy is huge. When we were making a big bet to bring EduCare to Oklahoma City, I didn't know if we could afford it.
But at some point in that, he said, could we do something like that here in Oklahoma City? I said, yeah, I can explain how you do it anyway.
It was over my head. And Bob Harbison, who is a brilliant financial mind, came to the table and literally sat down for weeks.
Here was this man with a yellow notepad, and he did all the math.
But his understanding of what it took to operate it and how to make sure those operations were viable and could be continued, you just trusted him. You knew he knew, and you knew he ran it 10 ways a Sunday. And if he said it was going to work, he makes sure that you're in line with what you need to be.
And when Bob Harbison said we could afford EduCare, I said, green light it.
Bob has been the guy in the room who, one, understands the power of early childhood, two, understands the numbers inside and out, and three, has the passion to get things done.
When Bob Harbison spoke at board, people listened to each and every word that he had to say. He is so respected and has so much knowledge that we all just wanted to soak it up.
He's very passionate about it, and I just remember in board meetings the information that he would have available off the top of his head that I don't think anybody else probably would have.
If he's passionate about something, there's nothing that's going to stop him. I mean, what a beacon.
Bob Harbison is probably the biggest champion for early education that I have ever met. And he is relentless in his pursuit of high quality for children and taking care of their families.
I've seen Sunbeam really grow. They took really good and made it much stronger and really changed the ball game of what's possible.
Bob unequivocally is my role model and mentor for my board service at Sunbeam.
Bob is a giver. He gives of his time, his attention, his expertise, but he expects you to listen.
And he has, in a very serious and thoughtful way, brought community leaders along for decades.
Not only was he so well respected on the board, but we saw a completely different side of Bob, and caring for his wife through the years has just taken such incredible care of her through her journey.
Bob is the epitome of a servant leader.
Bob Harbison has created almost another generation of early childhood leaders in Oklahoma by mentoring many of us on how to think about what it takes to do something well in early childhood.
I feel really, really good about the actions that are being recognized. I really appreciate that I had a chance to be a part of those, and virtually all of them, there were other people involved. You know, I've worked with the people that have gotten this award from Sunbeam. I really have a high regard for them, and I'm flattered that I'm included in that group. My aspirations are about what we're doing, not about me, and I like to help.
Bob, congratulations.
Congratulations, Bob.
We are so thrilled to honor you with the Aspire Award.
You are more than deserving of this award.
Congratulations, Harbison.
You are a champion for high quality early education. Our community owes you a huge debt of gratitude.
We could not have done it without you.
Congratulations on this award.
I wish you nothing but the best.
You are a shining light, and you are what we all aspire to be.
You're a very special person, and congratulations.
Thank you, Bob. Sunbeam is magical because of you.